Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to my Akim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. Let's actually start with this verse. 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8, for we can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. And today's lesson is going to be on this video right here, on this Jake that's basically talking as if, well, Saki, I just want to, I'll give context properly and then talk about it. It's basically, he is speaking, firstly he's speaking as if, like, the Jays always would call themselves, you know, the Hebrew Israelites. All right, so you have this guy. It's kind of like how people are trying to say, or we're trying to normalize saying, or how Jake normalized saying the N-word and saying, like, oh yeah, this term means friend and stuff like that. When in actuality, you know, it's this type of tactic that he's using is against us. It's against us, and it's in a way of working to kind of like further solidify our enemy, you know, going against us. All right, when we see this in Revelation chapter 2 verse 9, I know thy works, tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. All right, so this is what what we see. This is what we're at, where you have this the insincerity of this argument, the insincerity of this topic being spoken on, where you have this Jake who is trying to you know, kind of like it's kind of like that. It's kind of like a pseudo pro black type of thing, where he's saying like, oh no, so-called black people had it worse. Like, we were definitely this, that, and third. When in actuality, you know, the true purpose of it is to go against us still. Okay, because we say that we are the Israelites, but yet he's trying to make the Israelites and so-called black people two separate things. All right, so that's why a lot of times, even in situations like this where it seems like we are being supported in a certain way, where the argument seems to be in our favor, it is ultimately not in our favor, because he's trying to fight against us. And this is one of Esau's tactics, which I think he does with the Democratic Party, where they seem like, oh yeah, let's give them this small thing, but at the same time we'll still try to fuck them over. All right, so 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11, lest they should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And this is one of the biggest things, where they take it after. Let me actually get that context as well. John chapter 8 verse 44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your fathers you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he's a liar and the father of it. And this is where you have that thing where he's taking these tactics that Esau does to do the exact same thing, to forward that the exact same agenda of trying to discredit Israelites, number one, as well as trying to push that exact same narrative, while also saying, because Saki, the thing is that with the term Hebrew Israelites, no one ever called themselves that until we did, even though it's a proper term for Israelites in the Bible, of course. But the Jays, they never called themselves that. They only ever called themselves Jays because they only think or believe that they are the Judah tribe, and they don't know anyone else. They don't have anyone else and all that stuff. All right, so, and also that's another thing. It's just not a biblical prophecy. Which also, let me get that right quick, because that is another thing that was a big stuff in how it's not supported by scripture in what would happen in the Micah. I'm pretty sure it's Micah chapter 4 from the top. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountain, and shall be exalted above the hills. People shall flow into it. And as of right now, the mountain means government. All right, and as of right now, the government that's at the top of all nations right now is supposed to. It's not supposed to be. It is Esau, Edom. It's Babylon. All right, and it's established at the Babylon is established right now is at the top of the nations, and as a result of that, the fact that those people are in that land, claiming to be the people, okay, where not all the nations are, where not all the tribes are there, number one, where not all the people are not all the people are showing respect and fall in line to follow after the words of YAHAWASHI, but rather following after Esau's ways and moralities. All right, that is how we know for a fact that that is not the case. That they are not the people, because of these different prophecies that have not come to pass as a result of them. But one prophecy that did come to pass is Revelation chapter 2 verse 9, which we already read. All right, because as a matter of fact, they were put into that position because of Babylon. So they got their position, they got their they got that land as a result of Babylon moving in and fighting for them. All right, so this is prophecy, but the prophecy that disproves that disproves their validity. All right, now continuing on again, let me go here. Luke chapter 12 verse 32, fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. And ultimately, even with all these different people, fighting back against the truth, just we see, or we should know, and remember that it doesn't matter how things look, how bad things get. All right, because this Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 2, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. And this is where we see that as things go wrong, as a whole, collectively for the society, we know that that means that we are getting that much closer to the end. So with that, praise us most edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash, the elders and apostles, great most known, Baba, and Shalom.